This is Professor Dare of Science. Order of operations, the new PEMDAS. With all due respects to dear Aunt Sally, I'm introducing a new PEMDAS memory phrase. It goes like this: physical exercise, mental discernment, and spirituality. Each word has one of the letters to help us remember the order of operations. Here I've listed the mathematics. Parentheses come first, then exponentiation. After that, multiplication and division at the same level of precedence. It's not one before the other. And next, addition and subtraction at the same level. And all of this takes place in a left to right manner. Here's some examples of unmixed operations. 5 plus 4 plus 2, going from left to right, is equal to, as though you group them with 5 plus 4 first, and then plus 2, and that's 9 plus 2 is 11. If you wanted to do it in a different order, you'd have to express it this way using parentheses, and this is equal to 5 plus 6, also 11, and these two results are the same because addition is associative. You can group things in different orders and get the same answer. Subtraction, 5 minus 4 minus 2. Left to right, it's 5 minus 4 and then minus 2, so that's 1 minus 2 or negative 1. If you group them a different way, put in parentheses like this, you're going to get something different. 4 minus 2 is 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. Subtraction is not associative. Multiplication, 5 times 4 times 2 is grouped. The first two multiplications the first multiplication happens first. 5 times 4, that gives you 20, times 2 is 40. But multiplication is also associative, so if you do it in a different order, by grouping the 4 and the 2 multiplied together first, that's 8, you still get the same result. Finally here, unmixed operations, division. 8 divided by 4 divided by 2. The correct way to do it, left to right, is 8 divided by 4, which is 2. And you're going to divide that by 2, and you get 1. You group them this other way, 8 over 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Different answer. Division is not associative. Only addition and multiplication are associative. Some mixed operations. 10 minus 4 plus 6. Here we're mixing subtraction and addition, but remember they're at the same level. We will proceed left to right. That's 10 minus 4, which is 6, plus 6 is 12. If you want them grouped differently, if you group like this, then you have 10 minus 4 plus 6, which is 10 minus 10 is 0. However, note that the original expression, 10 minus 4 plus 6, is really equal to 10 minus 4 minus 6. When you put the parentheses on, you have to take into consideration the distributive law, and undoing it, this would become a minus 4, and a minus 6 would be a plus 6. So the way the parentheses were introduced here made it a different expression completely than the original one. So if you do it correctly, you have to change the sign here to be a minus to compensate for the parentheses with the subtraction. Then 4 minus 6 is negative 2. 10 minus a minus 2 is 10 plus 2, 12. We would get the same answer doing it that way. Here, mixture of multiplication and addition. You do the multiplication first. And we're doing left to right anyway, but that comes first. And so that's 5 times 4, 20 plus 2 is 22. If you group differently, you'll get 5 times 6 is 30. Now, if we take the addition appearing first, it has a lower precedence than multiplication. Remember our original PEMDAS order there, where the multiplication and division have higher precedence than addition. So this is equivalent to 5 plus grouping this way, 4 times 2, which is 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. If you want it grouped the other way, you have to introduce parentheses, which are the highest priority. They happen first. So that'd be 5 plus 4 is 9, times 2 is 18. And an example with division and multiplication, they're equal precedence. We start from left to right. So it's 8 divided by 4, which is 2 times 2 is 4. Grouping the other way, it's 8 divided by 4 times 2, which is 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1. Finally, exponentiation. A negative 7 squared, this little symbol means to the raised to a superscript exponent position, negative 7 squared. This is equivalent to the negative 7 is negative 1, and then times 7 squared is negative 49. 7 squared is 7 times 7, but the minus 1 makes it a negative. If you want a positive, you have to put the parentheses around the negative 7. So it's the negative 7 times negative 7, or 49. This is a common mathematical mistake made by beginners. They see this negative 7 squared and they think, oh, I'm squaring the negative 7, but they're forgetting that this exponentiation has a higher priority than the minus, which is fundamentally a multiplication by negative 1. Reviewing once more. PEMDAS, physical exercise, mental discernment, and spirituality. And to remember that, those are the key aspects of true health. The physical and the mental and the spiritual are a holistic, integrated, that cannot be really separated. They all affect each other.